Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Dr. Gail, and thanks for joining me today on color therapy. Man, my guys have been just so busy this morning. They started giving me information starting at 8 o'clock this morning when I was in my car. It's been going on all day. They give us so much information. I can do several shows on this. And of course, Medical Mike is here with me to help. Well, not to help. He's my partner now. He is not a helper, he's a partner. And we're going to be doing some color therapy today. And I have a lot of information to share with that. Everybody knows that I do work with the aliens or the extraterrestrials. And Medical Mike is an alien or an extraterrestrial or a galactic being that does help me or assist me. Not assist me now. He is my associate that does help on these things. And the information, as I said, I have a lot to share that they have given me today. And a lot of it comes from my work on the spaceship. We did a lot of color therapy when I was working on the spaceship. And so trying to bring that information to everybody. And some of it's, some of it's we already know, and others it's new stuff or a different take on it, and it comes from them. But let me see who all was here, and let me say hello to some people that have come in. Hey, Bernadette, the Unleashing Potentials podcast. I'm assuming you have a YouTube channel. We'll have to check it out, and everybody else check that out too, who's here, and anybody else who has a podcast or a YouTube channel. Hey, Jen Carr. Hey, Lauren. Hey, thanks for being here. Hey, Wave Dragon. Thanks for being here. I will be taking questions, so you can put them in all caps if you will. That'll make it easier for me to see. Let's see. Hey, Fun and Phoenix. Thanks for being here. Hey, Maria. Thanks for being here. Has perfect health. Hey, Emily Ito. Thanks for being here on this weekend. Hey, Debbie, Three Shifting Bells. Hey, Faye Cole. Hey, Isabelle. Hey, LP. Hey, Mangled Unicorn. Thanks, everybody. Hey, Vero. Thanks. I don't know that I've seen. Have you been here before, Vero? Thanks for being here. Hey, Play, Love, Remember. Everybody, thanks for being here, taking out your Saturday to join us on this color therapy. And it is, we'll be doing some healings, but we're also educating on how to do this and how to help others do some color healing. And we're going to focus today. I've got from my guys, hey, Linda Thompson, hey, Viviani, thanks for being here. I've gotten from my guys today that I need to start focusing on like one color each show, just to do a little bit of education and to get y'all's input on the ones that are practicing color therapies and what you have learned also. But the color we're going to focus on today is red. And hey, LP, let's see, I'll star you. I'll be interrupted and starring some people as we go. But the color, we're going to just focus today on the color red. And the reason we're going to focus on the color red is that people who are, where you're from Florida. Hey, Patricia, thanks for being here today. And okay, let's see. And yes, I'll work on your pets too. Oh, LP, red's your favorite color. Well, we're going to go into about that. But red, we associate that with our root chakra on the metaphysical world. But when we're doing color therapy, and especially if you're in person and you're talking to somebody, you have to be really careful about the colors that you use or the shades. You might have to dial it down, because somebody who, let's say they hate red. I think probably the most common ones people hate are red and yellow. But if they say they hate red, let that be a red flag to you, that this person might have some trauma in their past. They can't tolerate the color red. It might represent blood. It might represent something that has happened to them in the past. And you can't just send them blast of red, because that might bring up some too many memories. It might be just too harsh for them. So you can dial it back and bring in, some softer colors, some softer, maybe some burgundies or something lean towards the pinks or some of those kind of colors. But I'm going to read out of I use this card deck a lot, The Secret Language of Color, and it's by Ina Siegel. And I use this book a lot, and I'm going to read what it says about just the color red. And here is the color red. And you look at it as red contains unlimited energy, vitality, and power. Some people just can't physically handle that. And so it draws money and prosperity into your life. It is a powerful agent for healing blood disorders, improving circulation, healing disease, and drying up sores. And I always think of red as somebody who's having a lot of pain, and red helps with that pain. Again, as I said, you have to go by who this person is, and they might not be able to tolerate just this that strong of a color as red. So, take that in account for what you're sending them, or, what they need. Let's see. I think I've covered everything I want to. Oh, also, if this is an aggressive type person, red tends to bring that aggression out. And so, again, a lot of times that's anger, that is being expressed with that. I know there's some more questions in here that come, but I'm missing. I don't mean to miss anybody, but it's just how it is. I can only do so many things at one time. But anyway, you have to really pay attention to your client or your person or your family, that what kind of colors you're sending them. And let's see. Also, I wanted to touch a little bit on this, and I think Nancy Jean and I'll have to do a big show about this, because we have found a lot of things in common about when you're going through some major physical thing in your life, that I know I'm saying a lot, that, that you're holding anger inside of you when a physical trauma happens to you. Like, say you maybe childhood, you're having a lot of anger issues towards your family or things like that, and you're having some anger issues, and it shows up later in your life as some kind of physical ailment. For me, I'll give an example for me, because I went through breast cancer treatments and everything for like 2 years. I went through all that trauma. I had to release anger. I had to release the anger that I was feeling towards my sisters who did not help me, taking care of my dad who had dementia. So I had to actually go and apologize to them for not allowing them to help me. So you have to look at things like that. Nancy Jean has recently gone through a big physical trauma in her life. She came out of it she had released a lot of anger. And it's not that the anger's not warranted, but it's something you have to release to heal. And it does show up on a big physical trauma in your life a lot of times. So, and as I said, Nancy Jean and I'll have to do a show on this, because it's something both of us had in common when we went through some big health issues. Also, another thing I wanted to share was, my guys are really strong on this, is when we are sending out energy, healing energy to people, if you're new, you have to be real careful with receiving that energy. And I learned that as a chiropractor and this is even before I was in the metaphysical world, that my patients, when they would come in, if they were getting treatments from other health people or other chiropractors, or doing some kind of other modalities, they were a lot of times were receiving too much energy from too many different areas. And what can sneak in a lot of times is some negative energy. So if you're new to the metaphysical world and people are wanting you to send you love, light, energy, healing, protect yourself. You want to only allow the kind of energy you want to be allowed in. And this is really big what my guides were talking about this. So, and they were saying it, don't let the bad juju in. Make sure you take care of yourself. So anybody, if you're new to the metaphysical world, make sure, even if people are sending you this love, light, healing, and their kindness, be sure to protect yourself. Bring up your guys and everything that are around you to protect you, but make sure the right energy or right healing is coming through, because it does open you way up to anything that can be negative. Just open yourself up to all of it. All right, so I think I Oh, also, here's another big thing. I give you a lot of information. Um, they said also, and I found this out on the spaceship. Now, I really worked with this a lot on the spaceship when I was doing a lot of chakra healings and chemistry healings. But anyway, when you people, everybody, when we do like aura checks or we're looking at auras, and say the person has like blues and greens and all these beautiful colors around them, and all of a sudden you're seeing maybe something sticking out on one side or the other side that is like a pale yellow tan color. Well, what I learned on the spaceship was that was dealing with chemistry. There's something off with the body with chemistry. So whenever you're seeing that color on somebody, look at the chemistry, look at their thyroids, look at their adrenals, look at different things like that that might be issue with that. So I know all of you are talking in there, and I haven't been reading the chat. I'm going to have to go back and read that because I had so much information that I had been receiving from my guides this morning. But now let's go ahead and get into some color therapy. And I wish I had been able to read all that and do all that and read the chat. But so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start. I've already started 12 questions, it looks like, and I know I have missed so many of them because I was talking so much and had so much information to share. Let's see. I'm going to start with the first one, and it looks like LP. We love a healing if called, please and thank you. Okay, LP. All right, we're going to see what we have got here on you. Now, to start off, I'm going to pull up my notes here from my previous, and probably need to go over that a little bit too from previous shows so you can catch up some people. When we're doing a lot of color therapy, we are, or I am, you can use the color gray, and that's a way to scan. And I forgot, that's the other thing that my guys are telling me about scanning. Now, we have learned here on the show that scanning the body with the color gray, and where you can take the color gray and you just scan the person's body and look at where it might be stuck. Now, that's, some people can do that, and some people, when you're coming from a Reiki background, do it differently. But this is the way I learned. I started off with each chakra color, which you can start off with that. Like I would take a red, scan the body, see what shines or shows up. Then I would scan it with orange and yellow and go all the way up the chakra system. Then I found out gray is a neutral color, and that I can scan all the way up and down with gray and see what stands out. Now, the other thing that they were talking about, and I already gone over the aura, that was they wanted me to talk about the auras, they wanted to talk about the scans, and they were just talking about how you can also send out your energy and see what comes up. And as I said, yellow is for chemistry, was one of the things they wanted me to tell everybody, because that doesn't seem to be something that shows up typically, like you can read that or show up on YouTube or whatever. Yellow, if it's looking tan or looking off-white, then it can be a chemistry problem. But anyway, that was another thing I was supposed to talk about. So anyway, hey, Barbara, hey, Mary Laura, thanks for being here today. I've been just rambling about all the things that my guys have given me this morning, and they started really early sharing information that it was like they were wanting me to spit it all out and tell everybody this. But we're going to go to LP now, and LP, you're wanting just a healing, love a healing if called, please and thank you. Okay, all right. So it's so informative. I'm glad it's informative. It was informative to me this morning about all that information. But the thing is I already know it. I have been working with it. I've worked with it on the spaceship. I've learned all this. I just haven't figured out how to share it. That's the part I'm trying to do now, is see how to share it or communicate it. And that's what they call me, is a communicator. So I'm supposed to be sharing this information. It's just I have to figure out how to do that. But bear with me, everybody. Okay. Okay, so LP, you're going, how many times is she going to say my name without saying something? Okay, all right, because I keep coming up immediately every time I say your name, I'm seeing orange, and there's something to do with your sacral chakra. And what I'm seeing with that is that your life seems to be too structured. Hey, Grace, thanks for being here today. Uh, well, we're going to go. I'm going to probably do a show on all the different kind of colors. And today I was focusing on red. My guys are telling me to start each show. Like next show will probably be orange, and then I'll go on from there. Eventually, I'll get to silver and I'll get to gold. So each show will be focusing on one different color. Hey, Wendy, thanks for being here. But it's the sacral chakra that they're concerned about. And LP, I know you're here. So is your life being super structured right now? Because that's what I'm getting. That your life is very structured, and you're needing to add some play in there. And they're not talking about an all day play. They're talking about little things like going outside and having a glass of wine, or having a cup of coffee outside on the deck, those kind of little things. But they're talking about that sacral chakra for you. And let's see, I'm seeing what color I'm going to be sending you the color, actually tangerine for that. Tangerine. And I'm going to look that up here. It says, be spontaneous and have fun. Well, that's exactly what they were telling me. That's exactly what they were saying. You're not really, but very, you're boring. Okay. All right. So what they told me, and then the card I pulled is exactly the same thing. Be spontaneous and have fun. So break down that boredom, change your habits, and think about little things that you can have fun. It's from break your boredom and maybe go out to, it's been repetitive, confirmation. Okay. All right. So just start doing little things. It doesn't have to be big, but they're telling me it will start getting bigger. You'll start enjoying that, and you'll start doing more and more of it. So you've got to just go ahead and put that effort out there, just to take that baby step to do that, to have some fun. Just break that pattern and have some fun. Okay, well, there you go, LP. Finally got you after I said your name 100 times. Okay. All right. All right, let's say Mangled Unicorn is next. And let's see. That was Cindy. Hi from Finland. Hi, Cindy. So anyway, are any of my spirit guides Arcturian? Am I on the right path of taking an Akashic Records class? Any recommendations for crystals? Just got green fluorite. But Mango, this is more on color therapy. So I'm going to answer about the crystals. Are you in the direction with the green fluorite? We'll talk about when it's all about aliens. We're going to talk about all that stuff. But I'm getting, or in your spirit guides, I'm going ahead and they're telling me anyway. Yes, you do have spirit guides that are Arcturian, and you got 3 that are standing around you. I don't think all of them are your guides. I just think they're standing around you. No, these aren't guides. These are family. So I'm thinking you have them around you, but I'm not sure. They're just telling me they're family. So I'm going to move on because it'll take me a little longer, and I'm really focusing on color today. Are you on the right path? Taking any kind of class like that, it's always good to take. It's always good to have anything in your pocket. So I will no matter what class it is, unless it's something bad, I'll also be for that, because getting exposed to anything is going to help you put something in your bag of tools. But is green the color you need to be working with? Yes, and they're telling me heart-centered. They're telling me you're a little too in your head, Mango Unicorn. Okay. Yes, you're a little too in your head, that you're needing to, well, I'm getting a B going on this one. Move heart-centered, more heart-centered. Okay, Mango Unicorn, this is what I'm seeing. You're having difficulties coming to your heart and expressing it through your mouth. You're always expressing yourself through your head right now. Move to your heart to express yourself. And these are the motions they're doing. Quit doing this and move to this heart. And turquoise is the color for you. It's connecting your heart to your throat chakra so you can express yourself through your heart, through your heart. Express yourself through your heart. You're two into your head. And this turquoise says awaken your empathy. Now, I don't think the awakening the empathy is the thing for you. It is just the fact that you're needing to come from your heart, get out of your head. And this is so hard for everybody because we're so focused on thinking about everything, but they're really, Mangled Unicorn, wanting you to start focusing because I think you have a lot to share, and that's why they're really, really stressing for you to come from your heart instead of your head. So, like listening to your guys, okay, you're centered in turquoise. Okay, good. Thank you. This helped so much. I had a dream where I screamed until I was voiceless. This helps a bunch. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you're probably in your head. You think you understand the message better. Yes. Yes, I would agree. That was a pretty powerful dream. So, yeah, move to your heart because the thing is you're sharing information with a lot of people and they want you to make sure it's not educated messages. Like you're learning this. Pull it to your heart. Pull it to what you know. Pull it to what your guides are telling you. Be directed by that instead of being in your head and learning this stuff. Pull it into your head. Now, see, when you take these classes, this is typical when we take classes, and this is going to be applies to a lot of people. We take a class and we're put in a box, and this is how we do it. Step one, step two, step three, which is fine. Then we go, I'm not sure about step one. I'm going to push this box up. I'm going to try this and see if this is for me. Oh, okay, that felt good. Okay, I'm going to push it this way. Oh, that's not right. Okay, I'm going to pull it back in. Let me just go back to step 1, 2, and 3. And then you start eventually trying this thing, and finally you break open the box. And then you're doing your own thing, your own way, and it's coming from your heart, and that's how you should be doing it. So I hope that gives you a lot of direction, Mangled Unicorn, but it's just really important because you have information to share that you start expressing it through your heart. Intuition cat, yeah. Yes. Okay, all right, let's go to Emily. Hey, Emily, hi, can you work on my cat, Oreo, who has CKD? Oh, okay, I'm not sure what CKD is. Can you tell me what that is, Emily? You're welcome, Mangled Unicorn. Can you tell me what that is? Is it kidney disease? Are you here, Emily? Oh, kidney. Oh, it is kidney. Okay. All right. That's what they told me was kidney. My guys told me it was kidney. So can I help with that? Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Well, looks like is it chronic kidney disease? Well, I'm getting kidney disease, but I'm getting that there's an obstruction, Emily, like almost like a physical obstruction, like there might be a stone also there, not just the kidney disease itself. Hey, old soul wisdom, thanks for being here. Let's see. Well, I'm seeing yellow. This we went over this yellow before. There's Emily. There's just more to it. Have you been doing? Have the vets been doing testing? Have they checked out for like a stone? Well, I'm not sure it's a stone, but it's some kind of obstruction in one of the ureters. And I'm getting a big yes on that there's actually something more than just that that there's a cause for it, and it's like there's a ureter, which the ureters are the ones that come down to the kidneys, I mean, from the kidneys to the bladder. Yes, testing, but not obstruction. Well, I'm getting something as obstructing. It's not like there's a stone there, but it looks like there's something that's closing it down on one of them. And because they're showing me over and over and over again. But anyway, we're going to go in. Okay, Medical Mike's telling me he's going to go put a stent in this to open it up. And I get a big yes on this. So he's going to go put a stent in that, Emily. He's going to take care of it. And that should open up. I'm not sure about all the other disease process of it. Emily, you'll ask about, okay. But there is more. I think that's like what the initial problem right now is, or what's causing most of the problem. But it just seems like there might be more to it. Also, I'm getting a yes on that there is a whole body thing going on with this. But they're saying the color yellow again. Yellow. I'm getting yellow, 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 yellow. And I'm going to see. Okay, I've got several cards of yellow, but I'm thinking lemon yellow is a little too bright. We're going to go gold. They're telling me gold. Go to gold. Okay, so we're going to send your cat, your little baby, some gold. So this is the color we're sending in. And Medical Mike's going over to help and going to put a stent in that to open it up. And I think things will improve. I don't think this is going to totally, I think this is going to be something you're just going to kind of have to manage, Emily. I don't know that there's going to be like a permanent cure on that, but just manage it. How old is your cat, Emily? My last show, I don't know if you were here, Emily, my cat, Dirty Harriet, was here the whole time, crying, wanting to go outside. Hi, Viviani. I would love a color reading, please. Okay, let me see what we got here. Okay. I'm not sure why I'm getting this. They're going pink for passion. Okay, now what in the world does that mean? Why are they saying pink for passion? And I'm getting this big yes on this, Viviani, that it's pink for passion. Now, I don't know if you're in search of something you're passionate about, and I'm getting a yes on that. You have not found what you're passionate about yet. I'm not sure what you're doing about it, because you're doing everything, it seems like, but you personally have not found what you're passionate about, and that's in the metaphysical world. Is that true, Viviani? Because I know you do a lot. I feel like you're always everywhere, but you haven't found your true passion in it. And I'm not sure. So they're asking you to go in deep within yourself. Examine yourself. Meditate. Viviani, do you do journeys? Do you do shamanic journeys? You do a little bit of everything. They're wanting you to find your passion in this. I think they're wanting you to bring on, I'm not getting yes on all this. They're wanting to bring all that information in and focus on something. Is there something that stands out, Viviani, that you like? Because I'm feeling like it's healing. And I'm getting a yes on that. I'm feeling there's something about healing, that you have got all this information that is locked up inside of you that needs to be released. You need to find that passion. You need to share that passion. Yeah, it's yeah, you need to find your passion in this. And I'm looking for the correct color. I'm not sure if I've got the correct color that they're showing me. Okay, but I do have the stone for that color, and that's this. So we're going to send you this, and this is for your You're passionate about animals and healing. Okay, there you go. All right. So this is the color we're going to, you got to start focusing on that. Let me make sure that that's it. It's passion on healing animals. That's a slight yes. Let me make sure. Is it something else she needs to focus on? Okay, there's more to it. It's not that, Viviani, but it is healing. So it's more than animals. Is it humans? I'm getting, Viviani, it's more humans. It's you need to be leaning into, and you've got the information. It's you're just not allowing it to come forward. You're not allowing it to come forward. And what the other saying is, when I was describing the box that we're talking about, you haven't pushed open that box yet. You're still trying to stay inside the box, make everybody happy, do it just like everybody else says, and you're pushing the doors and the size of the boxes, but you haven't popped out of that box yet. And this is all within you. This is all within you. And the only way, you're the one that has to bring it out. You're going to have to go meditation, journeys, doing all these things to bring this out, but it's all within you. And what you have inside of you, nobody else has. So, Brianna, you need to dig deep into that instead of what everybody else is doing. Find out what you do. And it's leaning more towards people, it looks like to me. Okay. All right. Let's see who's next. Hey, Jen. It's Jen Carr. Dr. Gail, I feel like I'm needing to step into my power to help myself and others. This is what I was just telling Viviani to do, basically. I think you should be talking to her. So it looks like y'all need to help each other. Can't really afford classes, just trying to do it on my own, what feels right. Well, that's fine, Jen. I have not taken a lot of classes myself. And every time I would take a class, I would have a guide show up and tell me, this is how you do it. But what it did was open the door for me, just to say that, to find out that I could do certain things. So, Jen, you really don't have to take classes, but opening the door in the different modalities and different things that people do, just start exploring that and go in. You have the ability to go into your guides and ask, is this right for me? And figure this out on your own. You're far enough, way far enough along to be able to do this and to go and try to figure it out without taking class. You can just jump in and do it. It's where you're at. Like Viviani, she's ready to open that box and just jump in there and do it. So I think right now, probably both of y'all need to just probably get together and practice with each other and explore different things and try to, like, okay, well, let's try this, trying on each other. And it looks like somebody else was saying they had a class or something that they're doing. There's some free classes that people do to practice on each other, but I'm not so sure either one of y'all need to be doing classes as much as practicing on people and trying to figure out your thing that way. I have a platform where I can practice on y'all are sometimes my guinea pigs, which I love it, but sometimes you're my guinea pigs, and that gives me my platform to try on people. So that seems to me that's the direction that you and Viviana need to go, is y'all need to be just going out there and practicing different things. And if you need to talk to me more about it, just either one of y'all, just email me and we can talk a little bit more about that. Okay. Because it seems like all my healing, I have not taken any kind of course on healings or anything like that, or how to do that. It's all been my guides telling me what I do. And of course, it's a little bizarre sometimes. Okay. All right, Vero. Can I have a healing, please? Okay. All right, let's see what we can do here. I'm supposed to remember, White Dragon, I need to talk to you. Remember, I need to talk to you about something. So anyway, I'm going to give you a call probably this afternoon, if that's okay. Um, Vero, let's see. Okay, they're showing me the color green. That's not exactly it. So there must be something in between. Okay, they're showing me in between your heart and your solar plexus. There's some confidence issues there. Oh, wait, it'll be after I walk my dog, and it'll be several hours after the show. But I will call you. Um, it's something, okay, there's some kind of confidence here, and it looks like to me it originates from your heart, and that we're needing to do like a heart chakra healing first, and then with green, and then it goes to the solar plexus. Something with the heart is not allowing you to have your confidence, almost like, and I'm not sure this is exactly like somebody broke your heart and you're now have kind of been, you're like a shrinking violet and you're not coming out with who you are. This is what I'm getting. So has something happened to you that somebody has hurt you? It looks like to me more verbal than anything, that somebody has like um, said something sharp or has said something sharp. Anyway, we're going to start off with the heart, healing the heart, and they keep showing me the color emerald. So we're going to do that. And this calms your mind, body, and spirit. So this is what we're calming that with. Mind, body, and soul is what it says on the card. So we're taking care of the heart, because it comes from the heart. There's some kind of injury, something's happened to it, and it's made you go within and not bring yourself out. Let me see what that is. What they're wanting me to do. And okay, they're telling me you can't take a strong yellow yet, so we're going to go. It's kind of in between orange and yellow, but we're going to go here with amber, which is, it says awaken your creativity, but I'm getting this is more just a healing than awaken anything, Vera. But there's something to do. There's some kind of heart hurt that you've had that we're working on healing. Okay, let me see what else we have here. Okay, next is Isabelle. Isabelle, Dr. Gail, why do I wake up in so much pain? I did green and violet light infusion, but I feel like I still went through a war while sleeping. Okay, so Isabelle, is this every night? Because we can go way into this, because there's a lot of us that go through this. So is this every night, Isabelle, or is this just certain nights? And of course, I've got that red's actually the color that does the healing of pain. Oh, out of the loop. I see S still out of the loop. Yeah, Medical Mike is I work with the extraterrestrials, the aliens. And I did say this too in the beginning. I work with extraterrestrials and the aliens. Medical Mike is an alien. He is a combination of a gray and a human. He has come to help me. Oh, he started off helping me be an assistant because he wanted to learn how to work on humans. Now he's an associate. He works with me. So he does a lot of the healings too. And my education and everything has come from working on a spaceship with the aliens. I have worked on in the medical area with them, and I have learned a lot from them. My job is to try to bring that education and teach everybody else about what I have learned, because they're so far advanced than we are. But I do have sometimes trouble on communicating what I have learned to bring it to y'all. So that is what I'm trying to do. So Isabel, it is every night that you're waking up with so much pain. Why am I seeing your mattress? I know you've probably switched mattresses many times. Okay, let me see if it's the mattress. Nope, not the mattress. Is she working every night? Okay, you're actually going out working every night. You feel like you've been in a war? You have been. Okay. Your body has been leaving, your astral body has been leaving your body and has been going out fighting. You have every reason to feel like that. There's an aspect of your soul that's a warrior, Isabel. And that aspect, when you sleep, and I think a lot of times we require so much sleep, so much more than other ETs or aliens. I think it's because a piece of us goes out and works. And this is what's going on with you, Isabel. So let me see what they're wanting me to do with that. Why you're so sore. Let me see if there's anything medical, if we just need to work on it. Is there anything medical she needs to do? No. Is there anything? Okay. Spiritual is a yes. Is the chakras? Yes. Okay. Oh, okay, Isabel, they're telling me you need to ground. That you need to do so much grounding because you're out there above your head working, and that grounding is the thing for you. And they're saying, give her strong red, give her red, reds, ground. Oh, and it also red frees yourself for pain. So you're needing really red. You need to ground. Isabel, that explains a lot. Makes sense, total sense. Okay. Well, because you're out there working all the time, you're needing to ground more than most people. And I'm with you on this, Isabel. I really have to concentrate on grounding. I mean, I have to be outside 3 times a day, at least, for me to stay grounded, stay here on earth, stay grounded. So you're having to work extra hard on that than most people. So we're sending you the red light, but that's what you're needing to really do, is to start grounding. And I think it'll balance out some of that pain from the day before or the night before, but you have a good reason to have that pain. Okay, I'm going to take this one last question. Okay, Maria, Dr. Gail, do I have an Arcturian God or my God's gift to me colors? I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, Maria. Are your guys gifting you colors? Can you explain that a little bit more? Oh, Randy, you got a grounding mat. Yeah, you you need it too, Randy, because you're out there working big time also out there. You want to know if you have an artistic guide. Okay, artistic guide. Okay, thank you. I took it as Arcturian. Of course, that's where I would go. My head would go. Yeah, Isabel, I try and do ground, but it's never enough. I'm the same way, Isabel. I always have to work on that so hard, all the time, grounding, because it's so easy to go out there and work, and it's so hard to attach yourself to this earth that you really need to work on that. Okay, so Marie, do you have an artistic guide? And I'm getting a yes, you do. So are your guys gifting you colors? I'm not exactly sure what you're asking about. Are they about exactly that? But I'm getting a yes on that answer, but I would like you to explain a little bit more about what you mean by gifting you colors. Are they giving you, they're giving you the colors on how to use them? Maria? Are you doing paintings, or what are you doing? How are you using these colors or in your artistic guide, Maria? You must be really type of way. They show me colors that then tie into my creative work. Yes, they are. They are helping you. And almost what they're showing me is they're not just showing you the colors, they're actually physically in your hands helping you. Oh, painting mixed media. Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay, everybody. That's it for today. I'm hoping everybody will go out and enjoy their weekend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing your Saturday with me. Thanks, moderators, for making this a safe place. And my next show is on, I think it's on Monday. Might be on Monday. I'm not real sure. I'll make an announcement soon. But anyway, thanks everybody for being here, and we'll see y'all later. All right. Bye bye. Bye bye.